Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to a special episode of ChluyTalk Podcast. I'm your host, Chluy. Today we got a special guest from the motherland. She's a great, amazing singer, a rising star at Cambodia's premium record label, Baramey Production. I would like to welcome to the podcast Sophia Kao.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. It's amazing to be able to be here with you today.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being my guest. And
Thank you very much for having me.
I just want to say I'm a big fan of Baramey Crew, and I'm a big fan of your new single, Time.
Thank you very much,
Vannda. So when that came out, I just wow, it's been stuck in my head. I really love the chorus. And I just this is a banger. And I'm glad to finally be able to connect to you. So thank you so much for making time for me. I just want to spotlight you on the podcast and promote your music and stuff, you know. Tell us about your background, where you're from and where you're born and stuff.
Everyone. Booming Cambodians all over the world. I'm Sophia. I am actually turning 23 in a few days. And I am from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Been raised here my whole life. I went to Singapore for university for 3 years, because Asian parents, you need to get a business degree and then you chase your dreams. So, yeah, and I love music and I am so happy to be a part of the Baramey crew. And just thank you very much, Duong, for having me. I've been a big fan of you since remember the first song? I think it was Boyfriend by Justin Bieber, or Just Hold On, We're Going Home or something. Oh my God, it was stuck in my head.
Yeah, I feel old when people say that, but it is one of my early videos.
Yes, Mom.
Appreciate you. So you're born in Phnom Penh?
Jam, yes.
Cool. So what was it like growing up in Phnom Penh?
Growing up, I feel personally I do have a different experience growing up than my peers and stuff, because I didn't learn to speak Khmer until I was 9, because my great grandparents are Chinese, so I'm the 4th generation already, being here in Cambodia, but the Chinese roots runs very deep in my family, so even my parents can't really. I mean, they can converse and everything, but the pronunciation is not that good. And I never had the chance to learn Khmer until I'm 9. Growing up, just learning different kinds of Chinese and English. I think that's why my English is fluent and stuff. Yeah, and also growing up for high school, I was able to go to an international school here in Cambodia that really gave me a different experience than public school. Growing up is very interesting. I get to see 2 very different worlds. So yeah.
What was your introduction to music?
I've always grow up under the influence of music. My parents love music. I grew up listening to Nina Simone, Billie Holiday, and also the 2000 Usher and Chris Brown, those good times. What really pushed me and be actually, I'm gonna do something about it is I remember that one specific song called Ring Ding Dong. It was a very famous Korean song back then, back when I'm in I don't know, when I was 13 or something. And I remember there's a Khmer production house where they copied the whole song and literally even tried to copy the MV, and it got onto the news in Taiwan and in Korea, and they were getting sued for copying music. And that's when I'm okay, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is art. You're supposed to create art. And Cambodia, our history, our culture, everything is art. So I just want to show the world that this is not Cambodia. This is not what is representing Cambodia. So yeah.
Wow. Who are some of your musical influences?
I learned from a lot of different artists, because it's different vocals, vocal skills, different ways of writing, all that. But I think my main person that I look up to a lot is Amy Winehouse.
Legend.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, rest in peace. She's very talented. Even just the way she performs, the way she writes her songs. You can feel the authenticity in her songs, and that really touches me, even just as an artist or as a listener, as a fan of her. It's just amazing. Yeah.
How do you describe your music? What genre would you put yourself in? I'm new to you, so I want to learn. But Time to me is
Actually,
like a
well,
top 40,
yeah.
like a pop record to me, like a full-blown pop record.
Thank
Like,
you, Mo.
yeah.
Thank you. Actually, I really don't know as well. I think I'm at a phase where I'm just really experimenting with my music and see which kind of direction that I really want to go, or like just really finding my sound. But I would personally really want to do R&B and soul. Especially R&B and soul because, as you know, in Cambodia nowadays, sorry, but because of like Khmer Rouge and everything, our music actually was taken back like for years and all that. And our music industry, like when I was growing up, there was only pop and no other genres. Like, of course, there are like old songs like from legends like Sun Si Samot and Vannda and all that. But if you were to say like modern day music, it's just all copied music from other countries and not like original stuff. So R&B is still quite new to Cambodia, and I think this might be shocking to other people from other countries, but R&B is very, very new in Cambodia. That's why I want Baramey, like our family, to be the first one to introduce this genre to Cambodia. Because, yeah.
Yes. I grew up on like 90s R&B, so I definitely want R&B to like come back. I don't think Cambodia's ready for R&B yet.
No one is, but it's beautiful.
Yes, it is. So tell me about your creative process. Like how do you like get down when in your like songwriting process? Do you hum? Do you or
Yeah.
like, just let us know.
For me, I write songs in a lot of like different ways, but like the most common way is that I think melody normally comes first to me, and it happens at the randomest place. Like I can be like walking down the mall, like peeing or something, like in the toilet, and like, oh, here's a melody, and then I have to like take out my phone, like record it down like in the app and stuff because I will forget it like the next second. And then when I go back home or when I'm in like the element to like make music, that's when I go through the voice memos and pick a melody that I'm feeling the most. And then that's when I start feeling words. And I start by just freestyling and see how I feel. I feel like that really connects the words and like the melody together. Like personally, that's just how I write my songs because I don't think there's a right way to write anything. But yeah, that's basically my brief like creative process of writing songs. Yeah.
Wow, thank you for sharing it. I totally relate because I'm the same. I'm on my voice memo.
Yeah.
And it could be the randomest thing. Like I could be walking my dog, a melody or a hook will hit my, will come to me, and then I thought I was the only one. So it's like it's dope hearing it from you. So. It seems like it's a thing for artists, like a natural thing.
It really
don't
is.
sleep
It
on the voice
comes at you
memo.
at
It's
the
like one of
most,
the best things is voice memo and
it is.
Notepad app. You can write the lyrics on the spot so you
Yes.
don't forget it. So you go to the studio and you lay it
Yes.
down. So what are your hobbies outside of music? What does Sophia like to do if you're not in the studio creating?
A lot of food. I love food. I just love exploring. Like, I like traveling just for the food because I think it's just so beautiful. Like, the food also introduces you not just the flavors of a country, but it tells you the history, the traditions, the values, and like history behind dishes and all that. Like even just Cambodia, right? Like if you come, like for everyone who's here to visit Cambodia, oh my God, our food is amazing. And I just like to understand the complexity of each dish and what like complements what. And yeah, food.
Gotta love food. Can't wait to try
Gotta love
Cambodia's
food.
food, man. So what? Name some of your favorite types of food since we're on the topic of it.
Oh, favorite Khmer food. I think the top one will be machu khương, chang chini. And then bông
too.
ti chiên thây phở ma. Yeah, well, and the bok ti, the
Oh
beet
man.
pie, and then for desserts you got the chek ti, you got the som chek, the pie. Oh, it's amazing.
Man,
Just
making me
speaking right
hungry.
now, like I have it right now.
You guys are blessed to have that at your at your
We
convenience
are.
at any time. Now, over here in New York, I have to go to
Yeah,
Philly,
well.
which is like an hour, 40-minute drive to get some
okay.
authentic Khmer food. Thank you for sharing your love for food. I think everybody loves food.
Yeah,
I would travel the world for some food. How did you get discovered by Baramey Production?
Oh, actually, I kind of forgot how like Bong Laura found me, but I remember it was when I just first dropped my first single, which is called Hell. It was a very sad pop ballad kind of song. Like, I was like fresh off of senior year, heartbroken. So I think she found me through that song. And then she just contacted me and be like, yo, like, you're dope and all that stuff. Let's just meet and like, just link up. And a lot of people actually don't know this. I was actually signed to Baramey a few years back. But because back then I had to go to Singapore to continue my studies, so we just didn't end up like working anything. But Malora like told me like back then, she's like, the moment you finish school, you have to come find me. And this is what happened, and I'm in Baramey right now.
Wow, that's such an inspiring story. Lori's such a wonderful person, and
she
that's
is.
cool
She's
that she's
so
like,
sweet.
yo, finish school and then holler. Shout out to Laura, man. We just did the interview, and
yeah,
I learned so much from her. She's so knowledgeable, and
she is.
she's doing everything the right way. And Baramey is like really leading the way in the Khmer entertainment industry. And
thank you.
shout out to the whole squad. Just, you guys are building like an all-star roster. Like, from the dance too, like the polarix. Shout out to polarix Sangha.
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
So it's like Sangha is a great singer, and I see them on the credits. He mixes and like masters and your stuff. So it's like
and produces and
you guys have everything
so
in-house.
talented. Yeah.
That's why I admire so much about Baramey crew. So it's like you guys are really
that, I have
doing
to
it.
give quick shout out, especially to Juvie from Polarix. Like, he is like the transformer in Baramey. He sings, he raps, he produces, he edits video, he directs the video, he films the video. He's a photographer, he's a graphic designer. He's just everywhere. And sometimes he'll be like the lead like actor like in the MV as well. So he's just doing everything all the time.
That's dope.
Oh, and he dances too. Just does everything. So yeah.
About dance, there's a dance. Do you know the dance routine for Time? I saw them post some videos. I'm like, man, I need to learn that, but I don't want to mess it up.
Well, I am not a dancer at all.
Yeah?
Dance is not my thing. No.
So don't you waste my time. If you want it, come get it. If you gon' waste my time, then you can just forget it. I ain't waiting for you.
So you sing and the crew will dance.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about your single Time. Congratulations on Time.
Thank you very much, Bo.
You released it a little bit over a week ago, and it's like 900. I checked this morning. It's like 946,000 views. That's a crazy milestone, So
thank you, Bo. Thank you.
I think by the time this episode releases next Saturday, I think it'll be well over 1 million views. So like, how does it feel to get the type of response, not just from Khmer, but from people like in America? So like a lot of friends, like people, I'm starting to see my friends list share. Like they're noticing, they're sharing in America here. Khmer Americans are sharing Baramey's videos, and Time was like really stuck out to me. Like I'm a melody guy, so if I hear a hook and it gets stuck in my head, it's a hit when it gets stuck in your head. Like I like infectious. It's like really man. But
thank you.
What I like about Time, your vocal range is amazing. Like you have like a nice.
Thank you, Bo.
You started out with a nice tone, like a lower register, and then when the chorus came on, you hit the high notes. I'm like, dang. Sophia is super talented. So
thank you.
tell us about that whole process of Time, recording it and writing it.
So the story behind Time is that I actually did the song start of 2019 around February. Back then I just moved to Singapore, and that's why I'm like, okay, I need to link up with some musicians and meet some creative people and just make some music and send it back home and make it all and that's when I did it. We did a draft in English version, the draft. And then when I came back, which is I think last September, when the whole Baramey thing happened, that's when I sent a bunch of demos to the team. And then Vannda actually heard that track. He's like, yo, this is dope. Then I'm like, can you please be on this song with me? So that's how it all happened. Yeah.
What's it like working with Vannda, by the way?
It's amazing. Like you would think, because like his image on like the gram or the media, he's like, I'm Vannda, like gang, But actually he's one of the sweetest guys I've met. very, very sweet, very down to earth, super talented. Because when he was working on his part, I was actually in the studio with him. We were just drinking and just feeling the beat, and like he was just writing, and I got to see this man working like real time. Like you see him working, it mind blows you. Like literally, I will just say, okay, this is the concept of the song. He's like, okay, give me a second. And he'll just come back like with bars, like straight bars. And I was like, how do you do that? Like, how? Yeah, it's amazing. He inspires me. Yeah.
He's a man. So he heard the beat, heard the song, and he had lyrics, and he was ready to record on the spot.
On the spot.
That's
even just
That's a gift right there. He's something special, man. And you guys, the whole record, it just flows so well from the production. I love the beat, everything about it. Even the video. Could you tell me about the video, like the treatment about it? What was that? Was there a story? Is there like a secret message in there? Time? Is it a breakup song, or is like you want it? Don't waste your time, but if you want it, come get it.
The song itself is a bit different from the storyline we have for the MV, but the meaning is not that far from each other. But basically, the whole song and MV is just a whole mess, which perfectly describes Gen Z's relationship nowadays, or my generation. Like, it's just, everything is always so complicated. So yeah, for the MV, the storyline is that me and Vannda, we're like lovers or whatever, but we're in a very toxic relationship. So we kind of ended it off, but we're still like contacting, messy basically. But then that MV shows that we're at a party, and then he has his girl. Then I will be like, I'm gonna have my girl too. So we're just all having just like our new partners, just like chilling. But then we see each other, then we're all like, oh, like in my feels and stuff. So for the female perspective, the song would be like, okay, like literally, I know we both like each other, even though we're both like fucking around with like other people, right? But you gotta like make sure, like if you want me, show it. If you don't, then leave. I don't want this. Like if you want it, come get it. You get what I mean? Don't waste my time. I'm waiting for you. And for Vannda's perspective, he's like, why you always want to fight? Because I think to guys always think that us women are more like emotional and always want to pick a fight over like little things and all that. That's why his part, he came in, it's like, don't be so rude. Shorty, I'm not in the mood.
He was so
I don't
smooth
want
on
to waste your time, girl. Yeah, like when he said, "Don't come on quote that or no want me," I'm like, in the studio, I'm just there like, oh my God, you did not just say that. But yeah, the whole story of the MV and the song is just a whole very complicated story. And
yeah, it was very artistic and solid song, solid video, and
yeah,
like I said, I could hear it on like mainstream pop radio on a global scale. So let's keep pushing that single, you know. So
yeah.
Also, let's talk about you guys making history. You know, time to rise. It's 7:30 in the morning for me, so it's time to rise. Yeah, congratulations on that for being like the first Cambodian music video on YouTube to surpass 1 million views in less than 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great milestone. And who better to do it than Baramey crew and the legendary Master Kong Nai? What was it like working with Master Kong Nai, Vannda, and just the whole product was like, left me speechless. Like my reaction video was like, I didn't say much because like the video talks for itself. I'm like, that's all I gotta say. It's beautifully done. So it's like, wow. I really get left speechless because I was not expecting that. Because I think you guys were trolling when you said there's going to be a special guest. I thought it was going to be DJ Kadap. I'm like, what? DJ Kadap? I remember him. So you guys trolled me or you know, like, I'm here expecting DJ Kadap, you know what I mean? But it's like, wow.
And then boom, Master Kong Nai.
Yeah. Take me through that journey. Let's hear it.
Honestly, even till now, like speaking of it, I'm still like processing it. Like being able to work in this project, because it's amazing. I'm just so proud and so grateful to and honored to be in this project. So at first, even like, I don't think much people know this, but when Vannda first shot the commercial, the TVC, instead of the song itself, in that studio, all that scene and everything, it's actually not fake. We were making that song at that moment.
Wow.
Yeah, people thought it's like a pre-record, like whatever. No, we were making that song. So whatever they were documenting, it was a real process of us actually making the song itself. So we spent I think like 2 days at the house, and I believe like I get to go home first because I'm there to get my vocals done and that's it. But I remember them like doing it overnight and just staying up very late doing that song and everything. Wow. And it's amazing. Like I said, just being constantly like surrounded by such talented people just really like makes you want to do better. That's why I just feel within the Baramey crew, we all just constantly inspire each other. I think that's why we like just keep going and going and going. And yeah, going back to the experience, I don't know. I really don't have much to say because I'm still just so in shock and so amazed by it. And yeah.
Yeah, like to me, it's like the modern day thriller for Cambodia. It's like we're witnessing greatness, like history in the making, and just like the visuals and like the way Vannda was rapping, it flowed perfectly. And then Dr. Gong Nai singing his piece back and forth. I was like, wow, this is. Yeah. It I think they made the whole world proud. Like Khmer across the world, and like I see other comments, I read all the comments. They're like, it really does make us proud because it's like the new school with the Boran music. Like, this is straight up like our culture, like Yai is like stuff like my parents used to like listen to,
Definitely.
So it's like really touching, it's like emotional.
It's very emotional. I still remember like that even like I know like it's kind of like biased because I'm in the project, but it's such a beautiful song. Like, and I started like seeing people from my circle, from my generation, who never ever cared about music in Cambodia, whatever, started sharing this, started feeling proud like this. Like, if you say Cambodian, this is what I want this to like rep us. Then that's when I'm like, yo, like we really, really did it. Vannda did it. Like Baramey did it. Like,
the whole team
we got
did
people, it. We got people who don't give a shit to give a shit about things that needs to be give a shit about. I'm confusing myself.
That makes total sense. That makes total sense. But I mean,
yeah,
like, all the elements were there. Like even your singing added that special sauce, the riffs. I think without the riffs, it would be like a whole different dynamic. So it's like everything from the japay, the I even heard like the little ad libs like. Like small things like that. I was like, it's like drill, trap, whatever. But I like how the japay went all the way through, like or whatever the instrument was, the traditional instrument. They kept it like original all the way through.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god. Yeah.
So I really love like the whole traditional sound that was in the production, like Dr. Gong Nai on I think it's the japay, but it was also like the drums and the rest of the instrumentation. Was it just the Dr. Gong Nai, or was like the whole people behind it as well?
Yeah, there was Vannda. You can actually see him in the Time to Rise commercial, the video. He was playing, I believe the Chpai, the Ronit, Chluy in the song, and oh my god, also very, very talented.
Wow. Shout out to Vannda.
Vannda, yeah.
Super
Shout out to Vannda. Very talented. I think he was the one playing the guitar solo, like in the track as well. Yeah.
Wow.
He was playing everything on the track.
I love the production and how's it feel to have like a whole international reaction crew of like this is like my fastest reaction, but like everywhere from like Africa, Korea, Japan. I'm like, wow. You guys are on like the notification bell for the world, so the world's watching. How does it feel to be like? Just watching people's reaction from all walks of life, different, how's that feel? Does it make you guys feel like overwhelmed?
It's very like, unbelievable. I'm like, how do you even get there? Like, I'm like, how? And that is exactly what like pushes me and I believe my whole team to keep doing music and just really, really trying to push the standard for music, for art, for Cambodia, and to show the world that Cambodia is coming for you. Like Cambodian music is coming. Like, dude, we gonna like take over like Southeast Asia and just make history, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Yes, you're making the world notice, which is good for Cambodia. And finally,
Yeah.
I felt like I think Laura was saying like on our interviews, like we feel like we're the underdogs, and I totally
Yeah,
feel it too.
definitely.
Like so,
Yeah.
make them notice, and we got
Definitely.
skills too. Shoot,
Well, we
come
got
on.
skills. We got very talented people.
Exactly. So Sophia, how important is it to have a solid team?
Very, very important. I can't stress anyone enough. Behind every single man's success is a great, 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 great team. And I just appreciate so much that I have like such a strong team, because I feel like people normally will be like intimidated by like surrounding themselves with like people that are smarter than them or whatever. But I love it because there's so much to learn. And being with a strong team, you're just constantly learning different things from each other, not just different skill sets, but also values, traditions, and just, it's just so amazing. Oh my God. Best team anyone can ever ask for. Yeah.
Shout out to the Baramey crew.
Shout out to Baramey.
It's a
Shout out to Baramey.
whole squad.
Shout
Everybody
out to
plays a
Baramey.
role.
Whole squad. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to hair and makeup. Shout out to the person that put on the
Yeah.
lapel mic. I see you guys like, dang, they're hella professional. Solid team. Oh, you know what I mean? Shout out to the team, man. Anybody that listens or watches this interview, hope you guys get inspired and start building a team. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
Sophia, what's on your bucket list? Anything that you've never done?
One of my bucket list is to, you know how like they have this like world's top 50 like restaurants in the world or something? I want to like make enough money so that I can take 1 year off to just go through all those restaurants, like that 50 restaurants in that 1 year.
A food
That's
tour.
one of the things. Yeah, a food tour.
Yes.
In my bucket list.
Sophia, where do you see the Khmer entertainment business heading in the near future, like 3 to 5 years?
I think we're going strong. And I'm also very proud that the younger generation now actually listens to more Khmer music and all that stuff. And they're more like supportive of us moving our aim to the international market. Because a few years back, right, actually there are some problems. There are some problems, but I feel like a lot of the audience didn't like the fact that I was singing primarily in English. They didn't like that. They're like, oh my God, like you're Khmer, why are you not singing Khmer? But it's like, if you want to hit the international industry, if we want to hit the international market, that's how we're going to have to do it. We're going to mix in English with Khmer. So at the same time, they understand what we're singing and that we're showing off what we have in Cambodia and showing off our instruments, our music, our art, and yeah. So 3 to 5 years, I think our music industry is gonna be big, because I myself, I see like so many young, talented like musicians just upcoming, like 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and I have so much hope for our music industry. Yeah,
I'm loving what I see from like the young talent out there in Cambodia. You know, I'm watching now, so like I'm here for it and I support it. And like what you're saying about singing in English, and I do get those comments too, like what, or like even when I'm talking, like, why don't you speak Khmer or what? I feel like I'm too English, I'm too American for Cambodia, but I'm too I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I was like, I just want to be myself, stay true to who I am. You know, I'm learning, I'm trying. I want to speak more Khmer. So maybe if I go to some Khmer for a month, I'll pick it up.
Oh, well, I've been here my whole life, and my Khmer is still bad.
Really?
I mean, I can
I'm pretty
converse
sure it's better
and
than
everything. I can converse, but if you would have asked me to like, just say go on like a TV show and like speak like the formal words, I will like cry.
Okay, so So you're probably like me. You would be like, Chong to Aeon Mole.
Yes. Yes.
That's how I talk.
Chong Tia Kao.
Don't see Pong Tia Kao. Meet me at the store. Meet me at the store. Store Khmer. Cool. We'll get along well then. You could.
Yeah, well.
I'm thinking I might need a translator when I go over there. Just a kind of like a language barrier for me. I understand it.
Yeah.
But the Khmer language is so complex. It's so advanced sometimes. They say some big words sometimes just to say something simple.
They do. Yeah. They do.
They be like Cambodia,
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm like, what? What does that mean? Does that mean problem? Aram? Does aram mean problem?
Aram means feeling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, feeling, yeah. Problem is problem. Panha.
Yeah, okay, I'm learning. All right, so Khmer. I'm sorry I don't speak enough Khmer. I'm trying my best, okay?
Me too, I'm sorry.
All right, Sophia. So what's next for Sophia and Baramey crew? Can you share any upcoming projects or is it top secret?
I mean, it's kind of top secret, but I think for now, me and the team just really focus on making more music. I think that's our priority right now. Our goal is to just keep making more music because the whole marketing and everything comes later on. But what's true and what will always stay true is your craft. So me and the team really just working hard to not perfect it, but to just really make something new and something amazing that can make people feel, that can touch people's heart. So yeah.
Let me know how we can help here in America. I know that I spoke with Laura about it on our interview. So anyone that's watching this and listening, I think the best way we can do it to support artists in Cambodia is to stream their music on all streaming platforms. Cambodia now has Spotify available and Apple Music, so it means the world to them. And we have playlists all the time. Though, I see people, especially if you're a DJ. Khmer New Year's coming up. You better have Baramey on that playlist.
Definitely.
Or you're not a real DJ, right? Play it on repeat. Play it on repeat.
Rep the Cambo blood,
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Any shout outs you want to give? Anything you want to promote?
I just want to give a shout out to all Gong Khmer. I'm just so proud of us, of this moment we're having, especially in the music industry. I feel like it's a really big step for us. I'm just so in love with music and art, and just seeing us moving, just baby steps, just moving forward to modernizing, but trying to combine keep true to our traditions, keep true to our art, keep the elements of our art, but make it into something that is shareable to not just people from our culture, but to other people as well. And that's just amazing.
Yeah. You guys are on the way. Everything just enjoy the moment. And I know it's probably coming fast. You guys are still trying to process, but just so happy, so proud. And what advice, to end this on a good note, what advice would you give to the next Sophia Kao?
My next advice to the next upcoming singer-songwriter is to always stay true to your art. Basically, just believe in yourself. And I know when you're starting off, it's hard. You always doubt yourself. And of course, you have those evil business people in your ears, your demons, and making you doubt everything. But just trust the process, believe in yourself, and always to value your own work. Because if you yourself don't value your own work, other people won't. And you will give the people opportunity to take advantage of you. And just always create and always share love to everyone around you.
Very good. Thank you so much, Sophia.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
Had such a great chat with you. I learned a lot about you.
Yes, me too.
I'm here to support and to the moon. sky's the limit. So
sky's the limit. Definitely.
I only see you guys just popping off even more, and
thank you.
Better believe that we're gonna be streaming your guys' music. We're gonna bump it all Khmer New Year. Time to Rise is like historical. It's like we're gonna bump that. You're gonna hear that on our Facebook Lives that are with our families. I can't wait to show my mom. My mom might cry because
Oh yeah.
Okay, one more question. Are you guys doing anything for Khmer New Year? Anything virtual where we can participate, or even if it's a Instagram Live or YouTube Live? Let me know. I've been tapping in on Vannda's Live, just showing love and stuff. But
okay.
I might be going live too, so let's link somehow.
We can do it. Definitely.
Let's do a surprise. Let's do a surprise party or something.
Yeah,
should I pop up in your group chat? Or vice versa?
That would be amazing, though.
That'd be awesome.
That would actually be amazing.
Yeah. So by the time this episode airs, it'll be like getting close to Khmer New Year. So next Saturday. So I just want to say to all the fans in Khmer and globally. So stay home, stay safe, wear your mask, Ramvong with your mask on.
Yeah,
Saravan with your mask on.
Always with the mask on.
All right, thank you so much, Sophia.
Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you.
I'll see you at the top, okay?
Ciao, Mom. Thank you very much.
So don't you waste my time. If you want it, come get it.